Hello, everyone. Oh my god, the sound. Anyways, I could be. Never mind. Thought disappeared. But, I did a video a long time ago. And it was. The title was, Living in a Shelter or something like that. And I was having a hard time living there, obviously, because, it's a shelter. And especially the feelings that you go through while living in a shelter can really, can't think of the word, but like tear your whole world apart and what you know. I've been going back and forth from the shelter. Well, back then from my mom's house to the shelter. But now, like, I've been going, like, oh my goodness. There's a thing connected to the shelter, and it's like a transitional housing, that's what they call it. And I've been very thankful for those kinds of people, because when I went to the shelter, my mind was kind of foggy. I thought that I was going to get a job or OW will pay for a rented apartment for me, like, straight away, but that didn't help it, because I went to give resumes out, and of course, like, because I didn't have a job before, which is really dumb for my age. Like, I keep on handing resumes out, and they just don't want to hire me because, well, I'm too shy for that. Well, like, I can't handle it when I'm, like, put under pressure for, like, the simplest things. Well, I could if, like, I wasn't in, like, a professional zone. Like, if I was, like a convention or something, I'll be totally fine. But, like, if this is, like, getting a job or not and supporting myself, then I'll be very, very, like, I'll have pure anxiety and I can't think of anything. But I think that's common. Actually, I think that's common. But I went back to my mom's place and she kicked me out again because I had different views than her. I was practicing paganism and all that sort of fun stuff, but that's for a video. So when I went to the shelter a second time, but I have to tell you this, the shelter that I went to really isn't that bad. They were like, thank God you didn't go to this other shelter. I won't name names or anything, but I heard horror stories of the other shelter that I could have went to, but I didn't want to. Thank God. And I know people who went to that shelter too, that came to this shelter, that said horror stories about it. So I guess it is that bad. I need a cigarette. I think this will be a comfortable position. Well, if you see me go like this, I'm pausing the video because I don't have any fucking software to edit videos. Well, I do, but I'm a noob. I'm a noob to do that stuff. So I'm just gonna warn you guys that I don't have any. Yeah, I'm just. Oh well, there's my computer, but It's like a gateway computer. My dad gave it to me. Okay. Sure. What was I talking about? Shit. Fuck. 1 second. Oh yeah, the experience. So it wasn't that. Well, of course, at first it was bad. It's like for the beginning of this video, it was like it really like your emotional like your mentality goes down. But like after a couple of days, you start to hang out. Like you start to make friends with. You'll be surprised. You'll start to make friends with a lot of people there, and yeah, with a lot of people there, and you'll be surprised. Also with the staff too is not that bad. Like in the beginning, but my second time there, they started to hire some very obnoxious people, very condescending people. Like there's this girl, yeah, I'll just call her L from the beginning. But anyways, she was nice at first, but she's that type of person where it's like, I'm offended, so you should be too. Like, for example, if you say like movie, like example, if I go to a movie and see it and I'm like, I don't like that movie, and she'd be like, how fucking dare you? Like that kind of fuck person. Like if she doesn't like your opinion, you can get the fuck out, kind of person. Which doesn't help because there's teenagers there at the shelter too. It's a shelter for youth and families. So you can see how that will go. It'll be like a fucking zoo. Why did I put that down? I don't know. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. This is dangerous. Why am I doing this? Don't worry, there's a pot right there. But my train of thought. It's weird because I thought I was gonna cry in this video, but I didn't. Cause I think I grew to be an optimistic person or something. To not cry. But I don't know. It's gotta be scenarios when I cry, right? But of course, there's times where it can be really fucking dangerous because I live in this town where, like, at night everything goes batshit crazy. There's been times that when I was at the shelter, I almost got fucking stabbed. And I was taking care of my friend. I'll call her C, and she's that type of person where she doesn't feel love, and she has to have, like, all throughout the year she'll have, or all throughout the month she would have a cycle of boyfriends. And and I had to call the police for her. Okay. So, in the shelter, like if you stay for, like have good behavior and stay for overnight for 7 days, that you can get an overnight, which is like you could sleep over. So, me and C and I, grammar, went to this guy's house. So, she's like, oh, can you come with me to this guy's house? We're going to meet here or something. I think she said she met before. And so she and I would went over there and we talked to him, and he seemed like a nice guy, right? Not that good looking to me, but at least to her, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking judge. It just did. It was just a fucking. I quit smoking for a month and I got back on it because it was vocational, so I bought myself one. So that fucking sucks, doesn't it? So we went over his house, yeah. He was a nice guy. And the last moment when I came out, I'm like, hey, when we said our goodbyes, it was kind of weird. But she kept on, I went back to the shelter. She kept on texting me. It's like, this guy is weird. I'm like, ah, ha, ha. Because, teenagers, they say a lot of stuff, And, then I got to the point where she's like, okay, this is getting freaky, this is getting, unneat, this is eerie or something. I forget the text, but anyways, we'll skip one part because it's a one night stand, right? But so he was getting jealous. That's what she said, and then something about me or something, because she kept on texting to me, and there's this point where he gets violent. It was such a long time ago. He got violent. He pushed her against the wall or something, and she said, "Okay, we can work this out. Let's just go outside because I need to breathe." I was like, that's a good fucking idea that she said. And then little before she's like, I'm like, should I call the police? And she said yes. And so she went outside, and then all that time she was talking, she was trying not to look suspicious. And then when the cops came, they put charges on him. Is that what they do? Why should I do this stuff? I live freaking. Yeah, they put charges on him, and when she came back to the shelter, they found out a lot of fucking stuff about him, let me tell you that. So, his name isn't, that he gave her isn't his real name, and there's this thing where he can't talk to dogs, or pets, because he abused them, yeah. He couldn't own a pet, and then because he said to her that he was going to get dogs and puppies one time. So that was really fucking weird. But now that I'm out of the shelter, C and I don't talk to each other much. Or not at all, actually. We don't even talk to each other at all. Which I'm very afraid that she got into something or something, I'm afraid that she might be dead or something. Keep on saying something, wow. So that was that story. Yeah, and I hope that she's actually okay, because this is a dangerous town. But I think I got off track a lot, and perhaps another time I can have notes to remember shit. I'll do that so I can actually get, my goal is to get fucking emotional. I thought I was going to cry in this video, but I didn't. That kind of disappoints me. Because usually, when I talk about this, like, I just fucking bawl my eyes out, but I kind of this time. But that's okay. Because I know that I got over all that stuff, and I forgot a lot, which is good. Actually, I'm coming up with, like, I know more stories now, and more stories are popping into my head right now. But I think that's enough for the next video, because I know I'll forget. And the thing that I was going to talk about, like, the point here is that shelters aren't all as bad, Shelters can be good if you follow the fucking rules. Like, if you be a decent person, they'll, like, if you respect other people in the shelter, like your peers and shit, and the staff, then you'll get respect back. So, but if you be a dickhead, then you won't. Then they'll fucking, dude, this guy almost got his fucking teeth. Actually, he did. He got slammed through a wall because he can't keep his mouth shut. And he said that he liked bringing you guys, like, us down at the shelter because it makes him feel good. So, this guy had a crush on me one time. I don't even know why. I don't even fucking know why. Because the look of this shit, fucking awful. And he had, like, his teeth are all messed up, And this other guy that is fucking a dickhead, he made fun of his teeth and he got slammed through the glass window. Well, obviously windows are glass, but like, what can you do when you live in a shoe? You get married to a boat, or you move to a boat and get lace. Is that how it goes? I don't know. But just don't be a dickhead, or don't act like, don't fucking act all tough and shit, because you'll get your face kicked in. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun sometimes, but it's great the other times, because my friends are so, like, they went through a lot of shit. Some of them, like, a lot of them are more shit than me. I promise you that. But you have to learn that somebody, like, no matter how your talents are or something, that somebody in the world is better than you. Somebody said that to me one time. Or I said that to him back, and it was fucking great. But anyways, I'll fucking